know. Hola. Welcome guys to the Meet Damien live stream. I am Damien, and today's live stream we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin. Currently climbing up to higher prices. Got a nice solid green candle today, up about 2.5% after we got the good bit of news here about the Strait of Hormuz opening up. Iran finally capitulating and actually going along with Trump's demands for opening up the Strait of Hormuz. Now they did say it's only for you know, up until the ceasefire, until the ceasefire comes to an end. So I'm not sure what that means, because the ceasefire is supposed to be coming to an end on Tuesday, right? Unless they extend the ceasefire. So it means that these ships that are out there only get to leave the Strait of Hormuz during this weekend, and then we go back to the war starting up again. I don't know. But right now the markets are celebrating, and Bitcoin is celebrating, and all these other cryptocurrencies have been celebrating by going up to higher prices here. The one thing that hasn't been going up is oil. Oil obviously crashed. We saw oil. Right now I'm looking at the corner of my eye. Oil is down to like $86 right now. But I know you guys want to probably talk about your cryptocurrencies here. I see we got what in the TikTok chat here. He says Rave is being psycho. We'll probably take a look at Rave as one of the first requests here. And we got Rich Sandberries in here. Sorry about the late start there, Rich. I had a very long day today. I just got back from the mountain. I was climbing up the mountain, and it started raining on me, and it got really bad that I actually fell down a few times. I should have had like maybe some hiking boots or something like that, but I didn't, and it knocked the crap out of me. And then of course I was hungry. I had to make some dinner, and now here I am with the live stream here. But appreciate you coming in here. I know we got off to a kind of a late start there, but here I am, and let's get right to it. So price of Bitcoin looking fine and dandy. Probably gonna continue up unless we get some bad news out of the Middle East again. It looks like Bitcoin's actually doing kind of like a parallel channel here. Let's see if I can draw this out real quick here. Maybe this might be the idea that Bitcoin is doing right now. You know, we got a little bit of an uptrend here, and we got some highs here to be looking for. I might have to readjust this, something like that, looking like that maybe. But yeah, I think Bitcoin is in a parallel rising channel, which is just showing accumulation, that Bitcoin's steady as she goes until she goes up to higher prices. And I did say in previous live streams that there is, like, I believe there should be a high volume node at 79K. Let me go ahead and put that up real quick here, the GRBP indicator. And you'll see that there's a high volume node here at like 79K. So yeah, 79K I think is where we might get resistance. It's only like a couple of $1,000s away. We did see Bitcoin get to like, well, actually, how high did Bitcoin get? We saw Bitcoin get as high as like 78K, so not too far off from 79K. I think until we get past 79K here, we might get knocked down. We might come back to the bottom of this rising channel here. We might not even come that far down. We might only go to the heart line here, which would be the middle of the channel here. That'd be somewhere about like $76,000, $75,000, somewhere around that area. But if we are able to push past 79K, then the next target that I'm looking forward to the upside is $84,000. $84,000 was a support area back here in November and December, and also January. We saw that 84K was support, but now that we're below it, it's going to be acting as resistance. Okay, so we shall see. We shall see how Bitcoin handles itself. I think 84K is the next target for the bulls if we're able to push the price up that high. Okay. We have someone here on TikTok saying that they're going to go short at 79K. It's an idea. We might get initially rejected off of 79K. But it's just a high volume node there. There's not really any moving averages that I can see besides, like, we do have the 200 moving average above us at 86K. But I mean, that's above the 84K target, and that's definitely above 79K. So there's really no moving averages that I can see that's going to knock us down. It was really good to see this week that we were able to get above the 100-day moving average, this blue line. We got above it, and then we stayed above it, and then today we actually got above it in a convincing fashion here. And all we have to do is just keep on climbing, and this 100-day moving average is no longer going to be a resistance level. It will actually end up being support if we do drop down to lower prices. That 100-day moving average is sitting at 74K. I think that would be a support level at this point instead of a resistance level. Yeah, Rich, I probably should have started heading back when I was doing my climb early today. As soon as like the first raindrop hit me, but I kind of wanted to continue on and see if I can go a little bit further than I did, and that was probably bad decision on my part. And I was in a rough part of the trail that was very steep, had a lot of rocks, and it also had like when the rain came down, it was like very steep, and the rain was pushing the sand down, and the sand turned into mud, and then I started slipping and falling out. It was at some point I had to like use my hands and my feet, and I was crab walking on the way down, down the mountain. Yeah, I am crazy. You already know that, Rich. I'm already a crazy guy. I think most people know that by now. If not, they'll find out soon enough. Mr. Farrow. Mr. Farrell says, I can see your take. You might grab some calls on the new support. Yeah, you might be worth taking some calls there on the support level for Bitcoin. I believe 73, 74K is going to be your support level for Bitcoin. Yeah, Rich, I wasn't completely, I did let people that I know that where I was on the mountain, and then I let them know that I was on my way down, and then I was sharing my location. So, if I did run into trouble, if I did break a leg or something, at least somebody would have known that that was a location where I was at. But yeah, funny enough, on the and let me just flip the camera here for you guys real quick here. We're kind of like doing a little story time here. But funny enough, I did like another guy who was hiking, and he was going uphill while I was coming downhill, and this guy was like running around it, making things look easy. He was just like hopping and skipping and not slipping and falling, and I'm like, okay, well, he's obviously a local, and he must have like some hiking boots or some rain boots to get some traction, because I was slipping. Like the sand was turning into to mud and clay, and I was slipping on it. So he was going up the mountain like 10 times faster than I was going down the mountain. I was going downhill. I was like, man, now I feel like an American, huh? I'm over here in Costa Rica, and this guy is like running laps around me, going uphill while it's raining. So I got knocked down a peg there. I was like, okay, this guy, he must be doing this every day. He was planning for the rain anyways. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at some of these requests here. We got DZ in the chat. DZ saying KeyCat. Let me go ahead and write that down. And then we did have someone mention Rave. What mention Rave? Rave? What? Did you want to actually look at Rave, or were we just like making a statement about it? Because you were saying Rave is being psycho. I don't know if you actually want to take a look at it or not. But let me write down KeyCat. I know DZ made that request there. And then what wants to take a look at Rave? All right. Well, DZ. What here on TikTok, he actually put in his request for Rave first. So I'm going to do Rave, and then we'll look at KeyCat. So let's move on to Rave. Oh my God, yep, I see Rave now trading at $26. I think it hit pretty much all the Fibonacci extension levels here. Do we have any more Fibonacci levels to hit here? Oh my God. Yeah, so there is a 2618 at $32. Maybe that's the next level for Rave. This is measuring from $19 down to $10 here. I'm not sure. I mean, that was an idea here. I'm actually gonna get rid of that. I kind of like this level here because this one measures from 23 cents, which is where we started the bull run on Rave, and it measures up to 1846, which is where we had a recent top on Rave. And this is showing we got a 1618 at $29.72. I'm going to stick to that target. And God Almighty, if we ever actually get up to the 2618 at $47. Damn, DZ, it sounds like you might have not been more than a millionaire. You could have been a multi-millionaire had you put your money into Rave. If Rave goes up to $47, like, have you done the math on that? Like how much Rave you would have had and how much it would have been worth if it gets up to $47? That's a crazy target there, but it's saying it's a possibility. But I think the more near-term possibility is that Rave might be on its way to $29 here, guys. That's as crazy as it sounds. $29.72 is my target using the Fibonacci here. And I don't know what else to make about Rave. Does Rave have the momentum to continue doing what it's doing? Are we gonna just continue going up to higher prices on the daily time frame? The MACD is showing buying pressure is actually increasing, which is much needed for it to go to high prices. So as long as buying pressure continues climbing up, I don't see a reason why Rave cannot continue to like 30 or 40 bucks here, as insane as that might sound. It's only insane because we all remember Rave when it was below 10 bucks, and now it's here at $26. RSI very overbought. You're at 86, although it was extremely overbought earlier this week when it was at 99. And hey, it still made its way up to higher prices here. You had a little bit of a drop here on Wednesday. I think we covered that. We were talking about that a couple of nights ago. I remember Sir Naptime here, Rich, saying, "Oh man, I should enter at 10 bucks on Rave." Which was also like a Fibonacci level, I believe, at that point. For me, I was looking at the 0.5 retracement at 934, but I think Rich was looking at a candle at like $10.70 here. We actually came down to 1050. We blew through that low, and then we just ramped up to higher prices on this thing. So, oh man. I don't see what's stopping it from going to 30 bucks or 40 bucks here. Maybe we can just double check the money flow, the DeluxeAlgo money flow indicator here. We did get a red sell dot on the daily time frame here on Thursday. Today is Friday, but we're actually, you know, the daily candle for Bitcoin and crypto just started an hour ago, so we are actually on Saturday, and the money flow is still increasing, even though we got a red sell dot here on Thursday. That's quite interesting. Quite interesting. So it looks like it should have started selling off, but it didn't. All right, Rave. There's really nothing, because Rave has never been this high before. There's nothing I can do. I can't use the VRVP anymore because the VRVP is just going to show us what's below us because we've never been above these prices. But I can turn on the VRVP indicator just to get an idea. It's like what if there's any high volume nodes. No, there's no high volume nodes. You would have to drop all the way down to like 2 or 3 bucks here just to get some decent support for Rave. This is why I'm worried about Rave. You know, yeah, we're going exponentially up, and we're probably gonna have a blow off top at some point. But we can come crashing down just as hard, and I guess that's what some of you guys are watching right now is like, when can we start shorting Rave? For the day traders, I usually go into the 15-minute time frame on Rave, and when I'm looking at the 50-minute time frame, I'm looking for Rave to drop below the 21 EMA, this white line right here. It's currently sitting at $22.40. If we come down to like $22.47 here, that's when I might be interested in taking a short on Rave. But I want to see it then continue blowing past that white moving average. I want to see it get down to the green and the blue and the red moving average. And then I would move the stop loss to basically where that 21 moving average is at, and hopefully we see lower prices. But Rave is just extremely bullish. You're above all the moving averages on the 15-minute time frame. I wouldn't be interested in shorting. I mean, you could try to short it just because it's at $26. It doesn't. I mean, maybe it goes past your stop loss and takes you out. Maybe it doesn't. But if you are going to try to short it right now, if you feel comfortable shorting it right now, I would take partial profit at that 21 EMA, because this 21 EMA usually acts as like a bungee board or a trampoline. Every time we come to it, we bounce off of it. We come to it, we bounce off of it. So if we come back to this 21 EMA one more time, I feel like we're going to bounce off of it again, unless something different happens here for Rave. C-Var says, bro, partnered on this meme coin. My AI agent will do whatever. You gotta send me a message here if you're trying to do some business here. Down Under Darling says, I don't feel comfortable to short yet. Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable to short, taking a short right now is still high risk, because we could just blow right through your stop loss, wherever your stop loss is at on your short. What would make a lot more sense to try to short is if it did something that maybe like a double top or a lower high. So if we came down to this 21 EMA, bounced off, made a double top at like 26 bucks here, and then came down, this is where I would enter the short. You got confirmation here of a double top, okay? Or maybe it doesn't really do that. Maybe it does something like this, where we come down, we bounce off, we don't actually make a double top, but we make a lower high. You identify that lower high, and then you can enter your short here and put your stop loss right above the all-time high here. And if we are going to go down, we're going to go down, and your stop loss is not going to get hit. Okay. So I understand why you don't feel comfortable shorting it. I wouldn't feel comfortable shorting it until I see a double top or a lower high myself. Shorting it right now is just being risky. And I've already done some risky stuff this week. I don't need to do any more risky stuff. I will wait for confirmation on Rave for shorting it. And I think most of you guys should be doing the same thing as well. There shouldn't be any rush to get into a short on Rave. Thank you, SH, for following me here on TikTok. Thank you, MD Saudi, for following me here on TikTok. And we'll move on from Rave. We'll go ahead and look at KeyCat. And then DZ threw another, did he put another request in? Let's see, what did, let me go back to the chat here on YouTube. Let's see what I missed here. Rich says, don't do the math. DZ said, Rave reminds you of Link. You remember Link ran 50 bucks and it was the start of the bull market too. And DZ says, you lost out on generational wealth. Man, I feel like I lost out on generational wealth. Like, had we known what, and there's no way to know, but had we known what Rave was going to do, a lot of us would be a lot richer than we are right now. Rave is at like a 50 or 60x. No, I think it was, no, Rave has done 100x, because it was at 25 cents when it started the bull run a week and a half ago, and now it's at $26. That's 100x. So whatever money you would have put into Rave, you would have just 100x'd it right now. That's crazy. Crazy to think, huh? DZ says he bought piece of crap Avantis instead and made $1,200 instead of 1.2 million. Can't win them all. Can't win them all, Rich. I mean, DZ. Can't win them all. There's so many other cryptocurrencies out there. There's a cryptocurrency out there that did 100x that you don't even know about. And it probably did it around the same week as Rave did. It's probably like some obscure meme coin or whatever that hasn't hit the exchanges yet, but it's still like on the dexes, it's still reading like 100x from when it first got created. So, I mean, there's still opportunity out there. Don't kick yourself for that, DZ. Maybe DZ. Maybe next time, if you feel like Rave has the kind of firepower that Avantis has, and you're just not sure which one's gonna run, maybe split it up. Put half your money into Rave, and half your money into Avantis. and then you would have been a half a millionaire by now. But anyways, I mean, I know you're already, you know, beating yourself up about it. Let's look at another cryptocurrency besides Rave. Let's look at KCEX. That was a request from DZ here. And we'll go into the daily time frame for Keyboard Cat. Is this a meme coin, I believe? Looks like it might be. Currently trading at, what do we call this? 0.005. We're just going to call this 530. So we're at this 530 level. You're kind of about to create a bear flag on KeyCat. Let's just plan this out. If this is a bear flag, right? How much further down could we go? I'm going to measure from here to here. And we're going to take this measure move. We're going to put it like if we just drop down right now from where we are. Oh my god, we would go right below zero to negative territory. People would have to, they would have to pay you to get some Keyboard Cat here. Like, people would just get rid of it. They'll go, I don't want this anymore. I'll pay you to take it away from me. I don't think that's a possibility here. I don't think that's going to happen here. But it's saying that it could head to zero. You know, it could be really nasty if it's going to play out that way. If we get the same price action that we did here in January, going into you know, the next few weeks, next few months, that's your bear flag target. Is Keyboard Cat going to zero. They're gonna have to pay you to take it away from them. Suuki, thank you for following me here on TikTok. Suuki says short. Sansan says Bitcoin long or short. Man, we don't really, when you ask a question like that, that tells me you're not really doing your technical analysis here, and you want things to be easy, and it's really not that easy when it comes to day trading. We try to make things look a little bit easy by trying to figure things out with moving averages, the Fibonacci levels, and looking at other indicators, MACD, and the money flow. But you know, for me to be like long or short, I can't do that. Right now we're looking at Keyboard Cat. I don't want to have to type Keyboard Cat in, but what I'll do is in the next minute or two, after I'm done looking at Keyboard Cat, I'll go into Bitcoin. I'll look at the see what the long short signal indicator says, and then that's going to be it. I'm going to let you know what it says for the signals, okay? But just hold on tight. Let me finish up my analysis here on Keyboard Cat, and then we'll take a look at Bitcoin real quick, and I'll give you the little cheat sheet with my DeluxeAlgo indicator. Right now, if Keyboard Cat's going to pull itself together and actually try to jump up to higher prices, you got moving averages above you. 100-day moving average is this level here at 664. That could be your next target to the upside. And then your 200-day moving average is sitting at 1098. That's another area where I don't think that's going to happen today or tomorrow or even this weekend. But maybe later on this month or next month, we might get up to this 200-day moving average sitting at 1098. So I'd be looking for that for your targets to the upside. And let's throw on the VRVP indicator, see if there's any confluence here with the VRVP indicator. VRVP indicator is showing that there's obviously a lot of volume here. A lot of people buying Keyboard Cat here at the 530 level here. This is your point of control, this blue line. And then after that, you know, the resistance starts to die off. You don't get really that much high volume until 1010. About basically 0.001 penny here, which is kind of at the same level as that 200-day moving average. So if you don't have the VRVP indicator, if you're not able to set it up the way I got it set up, then you can just use your moving averages as your target. I think 200-day moving average is your target. It's also in agreement with the high volume node here on the VRVP indicator. All right, let's. Hey, I see you, Nasir. Good to see you, bro. Thank you down under downlink for liking. Let's go ahead and smash that like button, guys. If you double tap your screen here on TikTok, that's how you send me a like. And if you guys are new to the channel here and you want to follow the actual me, Damien, not one of these copycats that are trying to scam people, then click on that top left picture, me in the red shirt, and you will be able to follow me by clicking that. Just click that button and follow me. So you got the actual me, Damien, and you're not going to get scammed by someone else pretending to be me. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin real quick because we did have a guy here who wants the cheat sheet. I do got the cheat sheet for you guys. I got the DeluxeAlgo indicator that is going to show me whether we should be longing or shorting Bitcoin. And here on the daily time frame, it told us, the DeluxeAlgo indicator told us that we should long Bitcoin. That happened on March 2nd. Since then, Bitcoin has been steadily, climbing up to higher prices. So if this thing has not been wrong, you should be long in Bitcoin. Okay. Now, for the day traders, you probably want to look at maybe the 1 hour time frame, and you probably want to figure out should we long or short Bitcoin. And on the 1 hour time frame, my signal indicator here, my DeluxeAlgo indicator is telling me to short Bitcoin right now. Okay. So that's interesting, and it makes sense because we already had a run up here. We're kind of doing a bull flag, maybe consolidation here. Maybe Bitcoin actually does bleed off down to low prices, goes down to like 75, 74K before we can get a bounce up to higher prices after that. But yeah, I mean, the DeluxeAlgo indicator on the 1 hour time frame, it told you to long earlier today. Actually, yesterday, it told you to long yesterday afternoon. And that DeluxeAlgo indicator was right. Look, Bitcoin just climbed up. Now this thing is now telling us to short, and it told us to short about an hour ago. So I would not try to go against this DeluxeAlgo indicator unless the DeluxeAlgo indicator changes his mind. It could change his mind. It could be like, all right, now it's time to long. But look at here, like it had a short signal here, and then like a couple hours later, it said nope, let's go ahead and long. And since then, it's been right. And if you guys want to get this DeluxeAlgo indicator and add it to your chart, it is an invite-only indicator here. You would have to go into the Meet Damien TikTok, right? Don't forget to follow me if you haven't done so already. And then click on this link tree in my bio. Click on that. I'll take you to Meet Damien link tree. And then you got the DeluxeAlgo indicators right here, okay? Underneath the Meet Damien Discord server. Go ahead and click on DeluxeAlgo indicator, and you'll have to go on the website here. You're going to get the referral code from me because usually the DeluxeAlgo indicator is about $199 to get started with that. It's only a one-time fee. It's not like you got to pay that every month. But with the referral link that I got here, guys, you're going to get 75% off on your DeluxeAlgo indicator here. I'm not sure how much longer they're going to keep this on sale. If you guys need this indicator that bad, go ahead and sign up using this DeluxeAlgo indicator referral link here. And it's only going to cost you $49 to get started using that. And then once you get that, you get the package. Go back to Trading View here, and then on your indicators, click on your indicators. You click on Invite Only, and you'll get the DeluxeAlgo indicators here. Okay. DeluxeAlgo money flow and divergence, and the Delux trap radar indicator. You'll get all those indicators right there. So there you go. This is my shameless plug for the DeluxeAlgo indicator. So you can see it works. It actually works. It helps. Even if you're an expert trader, if you've been doing this for years, if you're an experienced trader, sometimes you're not sure. You're kind of confused. You got conflicting things going on. Look at this signal indicator. It kind of tells you hey, you should think about shorting right now. So that's what it's telling me on the 1 hour time frame. It's a short. But we saw that on the daily time frame, it's telling us long. Tariq wants to take a look at XLR. We'll go ahead and take a look at XLR. And TSS says, is this coiling for a breakout? I mean, it looks like Bitcoin is kind of trying to create a bull flag here on the 1 hour time frame. Let me see what it's doing on the RSI. See if it's making any. Yeah, it looks like the RSI is cooling down here. And I think yeah, you had divergence here. So back here on Monday, earlier this week, we had an RSI of 78. And then today we had an RSI of 76. So ever so slightly bearish divergence on Bitcoin as we continue making higher prices. It does make sense to look for a short on Bitcoin. And then here on the MACD, this is also a little bit troubling and concerning to see as well on the 1 hour time frame. MACD crossover to the downside, buying pressure has died down, and now buying pressure turning into selling pressure. So I think, you know, we had a good week, guys. We had a good week. Bitcoin has never been this high for a while, okay? We're threatening to go back up to 80K. I think Bitcoin needs to chill out. I think people are going to take their profits on Bitcoin and try to go into altcoins instead. So, you know, this weekend I think is going to be the altcoin weekend. So pick your favorite altcoin to get into and see if you're able to buy the dip on your altcoin, your favorite altcoin. It's me. I'm not gonna give financial advice. If you're asking if should you enter long now, that's a decision you have to make on yourself. You're the one that pushes the buy and sell button, not me. So I don't want to get in trouble and have you get mad at me if I tell you to long, and then it actually goes and hits your stop loss, or you lose a bunch of money. All right. Well, I already told you on the 1 hour time frame here for Bitcoin, it's telling us we should be looking for shorts, and I already told you that the MACD looks like it's looking like selling pressure's coming in, and yeah, I think we should be looking for lower prices on Bitcoin. So maybe you should wait later on tonight or tomorrow to try to long Bitcoin. Maybe tomorrow morning might be the best time before everybody starts, you know, waking up and buying Bitcoin. You know. Anyways, let's see. Crypto Cruz is in the chat here on YouTube. He says, "How do I add the volume on the side like I have?" Like I have on the chart. So Crypto Cruz, I actually have a YouTube tutorial video on the VRVP indicator. Let me just show you real quick here on YouTube. First of all, you have to go to my channel. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. All right. So you know, just it'd be nice if you guys could subscribe here. I appreciate you guys watching me, but it also helps if you subscribe. So I'm trying to maybe hit that, you know, 700 subscribers later on this month, maybe 1,000 later on before 4th of July. Who knows? But yeah, over here on the video section here, you'll see the VRVP indicator video. You gotta scroll down a little bit more, and then here it is, the VRVP indicator video. It's 60-minute long video. I show you how to set it up the way I set it up, and then I show you how I trade using the VRVP indicator. So I think you should look at that when you get a chance. It's a standalone video for you to learn more about it. Okay? Awesome. And then my TikTok, guys, I also got that on my TikTok channel. It should be pinned to the top of the Meet Damien TikTok channel. You can see the pinned videos. I got like 2,500 views on this, almost 2,600. And that's a very popular video that a lot of people want to learn how to set it up and how to trade using the VRVP indicator. All right, back to the charts here. We're going to take a look at what do we have for guys? Axelar, AXELAR. Let's look at the daily time frame for Axelar. Get the bigger picture view here. Axelar, what the hell is it doing? It's actually climbing tonight right now. This daily candle just started about an hour and a half ago, and we're already up 20% tonight. What the hell? Look at this. But like earlier today, we were down 16%, and then on Thursday we were up 44%. So all right, okay, let's try to figure out what we're gonna do next here. You don't really have any moving averages above you that could push you down until you get to the 2-day moving average, sitting at like 10 cents. This cryptocurrency is trading at 6 cents, 6.067 pennies. Let's get into the 1 hour time frame because I think there's going to probably be an interesting story here to look at. Okay. So we're on the 1 hour time frame here for Axelar. And sure enough, yeah, you're up 7% this current hour. And then about an hour ago, you were up like 12%. So that's interesting. That's how you get in. You're up 20% in the beginning of this new daily candle here. On the 1 hour time frame, we did have a short signal that got fired off earlier Friday morning, probably while you guys were sleeping, like last night. And that was fine and dandy up until just out of nowhere. These past couple hours, we just were getting launched off I'm not even sure why that's the case, because you would have thought like maybe the moving averages would have provided some support here. Maybe we hit a Fibonacci level. I'm going to try to draw a Fibonacci to see what that looks like here. So we got as high as how high? We got up to like 8 cents, almost 9 cents, 0.088 pennies. And we started from like 4.5 pennies here. Alright, so this makes a little bit of sense here, looking at the Fibonacci. Looks like we hit the 0.236 retracement level at 5.5 cents here. We came down to 5.5 cents. And somebody that was looking at the Fibonacci was like, I'm going to take a chance on this and buy at the 0.236 level. And sure enough, now we're launching up like a rocket here. Went past the 0.382. And now we're kind of like butting our heads up against this 0.5 retracement. But look, this thing is still climbing as we're speaking right now. Maybe this thing is actually going to make the full retracement back up to the 618 at 7 cents here. I would expect that to be the next resistance level for Axelar right now. This thing is currently, I mean, I wouldn't be entering a long right now. If you're in a long and you're in profit, might be time to raise your stop loss. Maybe consider taking partial profit since we already hit a fib level here. Because we could go sideways if we get rejected, but if we don't, you know, whatever. You took some profit, doesn't hurt to take profit. But I would probably take maybe full profit at this 0.618 because I don't know if we're going to be so damn bullish that we're just going to push past this 618. The next level is the 786 at 0.079 pennies. Okay. And I don't think, yeah, when you came down, you didn't even back test or anything. The 7 cent, the 8 cent level, I should say, hasn't really been tested, hasn't really been used as resistance. So I can see that we traded sideways here a little bit here at the 618. So I think this should be your resistance level to look for at 7 cents here. And you give me some water, some agua. Riff says he wasn't setting an order either, too volatile. Rave, yeah, Rave is very volatile. Leave that one alone. And if you are going to get involved, use very low leverage and maybe even low margin. Because it moves, it makes money without you having to put too much into it. Nasira says, do I mind giving signals on my Discord? I kind of do, because I mean I could do signals, I could make a signals group, but I gotta start charging for that. But then, you know, then it also becomes almost like a full-time job, because then I have to, like, if there's enough of you guys that wants me to do a signals Discord, I could do like a separate channel where we do like a premium Discord, and it's just strictly a signals Discord, and I can give you guys the signals here using my DeluxeAlgo indicator. But I mean, right now you can use the DeluxeAlgo indicator yourself. And if you don't, you can just come on the live streams and say, hey Damien, can you look at this? And can you use the DeluxeAlgo indicator? And I can do that for you. That'd be the free way of getting your signals. But yeah, I also do signals on the Discord. That would take time out of my day, and I would have to dedicate myself, and it wouldn't be fair if I didn't dedicate myself. I would have to start charging for taking time out of my day for that. What says just crashed hard from 20 bucks. Oh, so Ray did it almost hit like $29 if you were looking at that for a Fibonacci level. Yeah. Alright, so Axelar looks like it's butting up its head up against the resistance at 0.06 pennies here. 6.066 pennies. Yeah, we're pretty much at that resistance on the Fibonacci level here. If we were to do a pullback, we could come down to the 0.32 at 6.0618 pennies. And then we got the 21 EMA that could provide support here on the 1 hour time frame at 0.058 pennies. It's also confluent with the 50 moving average at 0.05. So I think 6 cents. This thing could come down like 10% from where it is right now and come down to 6 cents. Yeah. Let me see. Let me just measure that out. Did I feel good on that? We came down to 6 cents. Yeah, it's about a 10% drop if we come down to that level. So just be careful. Be careful. If you're in a long, I would say stay long. raise your stop loss. But maybe it might actually be worth taking a short here on Rave. I mean, not Rave, XLR. You did get the short signal right here. And so far, yeah, we did this crazy price action here, but you still don't have a long signal here. So DeluxeAlgo indicator is not confirming that you should go long right now. Nasir, yeah, you can go ahead and post your profits on the Meet Damien Discord. I have a show your gains channel for that. So if you go on to the Meet Damien Discord, you'll see when I go live. I post up when I go live, but over here on the left, you got show your gains here. And Nasir, you've already been showing your gains here. You've been posting it up. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind you guys posting up your wins and you're showing your gains here, because I know these are very hard fought wins. It's hard to get into a good entry, stay in the trade, not getting knocked out, with your stop loss, moving your stop loss, and still not getting stopped out, and then actually hitting these gains where you actually hit your take profit and you're up like 222%. I say, sure, why not? Show people that it's possible to do this by posting up your gains here. You probably felt happy, you made some money. Why am I going to take away from your happiness by saying you can't post on the Discord? We try to keep it in a separate channel besides the general chat here, because the general chat we like to talk about generally anything and everything. But if it's something related to showing your gains, then you should probably put it in the show your gains. You can post up your gains in the general chat, like we saw Let's Go do that here. He posted up his gains here. And I'm happy for him. I'll go ahead and give a thumbs up on that and a fire emoji. Okay. But if you want to immortalize it, so we can all look at it again and have an easy, organized, way of looking at it, then show your gains is where you put all your gains here. Okay. And then when you want to post up what's a good trade setup, we got a trade setup channel, and I see you've been posting up your trades here. You got Pendle here. You're doing a 20x leverage. Long, I believe, and you're entering at 132. You got your take profit 1, 2, 3, and take profit target 4, and your stop loss. That's cool. That's fine. Oh yeah, and you already did say you're long in it. Okay. This is where we share trades that we're trying to get into. So you share your trades that you get into. If it's a winning trade, you go ahead and post it up and show your gains here on the Meet Damien Discord. Okay. And I think the Meet Damien Discord is a great place to come and learn a lot from not only me, but other traders that are doing pretty well here. We got other good traders here besides myself. And I appreciate Lawrence here. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to go ahead and wave hi to you right now. Thank you for coming into the Meet Damien Discord. You're going to learn a lot here. All right, let's back to the chats here. Nasir says, but no posting gives signals. I told you, Nasir, if I'm gonna do signals and we're gonna use my DeluxeAlgo indicator, I gotta charge for that. Maybe I'll do maybe $10 a month per member to join that, and then we can do signals on a premium separate channel to the free Discord. We'll do a premium Discord for that. Thank you, Mesha, for following me here on TikTok. Appreciate that. You guys have any other requests besides we just looked at KeyCat, Rave, and we looked at XLR. We went back and looked at Bitcoin again. This DZ wants to look at his piece of shit Atlantis. I'm only kidding with you. I'm curious, Rich, what trades did you get into today? Today, I know myself, I tried a long siren and I got knocked out of that. And then I tried to short MU and I got stopped out, my stop loss in the break even. Well, no, I didn't get stopped out break even. I moved a little bit past break even. So I moved my stop loss past break even, further in the profit, and then I got stopped out on my short on MU earlier today. We got a request here for AIA. And then what says he can't look away from Rave. Out of curiosity, what is it doing now? What is the price of Rave at? It's at 25 bucks. Okay, we saw it go up to 29. Here on MEXC, it looks like it only went up to like 28 bucks. But damn, you know, it's like Rave is almost about to hit that 1618 at 29.72 here. Okay, moving on from Rave, we'll go out and take a look at AIA. AIA, is that a crypto or stock? My buddy here on TikTok, is that a stock or a crypto that you want to look at? I'm assuming it's a crypto, but there's stock as well. Did you want to take a look at DGen AI? Looks like it's trading on MEXC right now. No, what I don't dare try to look at the 1 minute for Rave. I'm pretty damn sure it's insane and it's psycho. Yeah. They're not even filling your paper trade orders. Oh my god, that's crazy. You're able to paper trade Rave. What cryptocurrency exchange allows you to do that? Are you doing like a demo account? Or are you just like writing things down on paper, literally? DeluxeAlgo says read the DMs in the Discord, and he's like being bossy right now, saying I should read it right now. Okay. Do I want to do that on the stream though? I don't know. Let me go ahead and do it on the app here. My TikTok guys might see it. Yeah, Deluxe, something is wrong with my indicators because I'm missing one of the indicators for the DeluxeAlgo. So we got DeluxeAlgo trade here on YouTube. He's letting me know about the DeluxeAlgo indicators. I probably need to do the update. That's probably what I need to do. I mean, you've been updating the indicators a bunch of times, and sometimes I like the way things are, the way they are, and I don't want to keep on updating the indicator. But I know you're trying your best to keep it as you know, as best as it could possibly be. But I kind of like the way the thing is right now. The signals indicator works. I like that. So we're looking at DGen AI. We have a request here for AIA, and this thing here on the 1 hour time frame looks like it's trading some bullish divergence. So let me look at the daily time frame here. Whoa! This puppy has come down, and look at that, DeluxeAlgo. Your short signal just fired off here, telling us to short this thing here on Monday, April 13th. And sure enough, it's been right to short. You're not getting anything right here telling us to do a long here. Okay. So, how much further down could this thing possibly go? Let me just zoom out here. Is there any previous price action at this level? Looks like we were at this level here on March earlier this year. Do we have any more previous price action? Not really, not here on MEXC. Man, we're at the bottom of the barrel for this this asset here. I kind of want to see, are we creating bullish divergence here? Are we doing bullish divergence on the daily time frame with the RSI indicator? I don't think we are. Doesn't look like it. And we're not even doing hidden bullish divergence either. Maybe on the let's see, maybe on the 1 hour indicator we might see that bullish divergence start to show up here. The smaller time frame. I think I see some bullish divergence here. 18.23 here, April 13th, and then 21.27. So you got your higher lows here. You're seeing some bullish divergence because look at the price. Obviously, the price is making lower lows here. And then the DeluxeAlgo indicator actually shows me, it kind of tells me without me even drawing things out here. It already tells me that there's bullish divergence. I mean, I see these green, or these, I don't know what we call it, green or teal. These teal color looking lines here. This is showing me that bullish divergence is coming in on the chart here. It does it for me. And then I can just look at the RSI indicator and be like, oh, yep, that's right. Yep, I see bullish divergence. Yep, so this is good to see that we're getting some bullish divergence, because that's the beginning of trying to bottom out here on AIA. Okay? Then the next order of business is to actually reverse the trend and start making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, I want to see something like this for DGen, where we start going up to higher prices, push past this green moving average, this 50 moving average, get up to maybe the 100 moving average, maybe get rejected initially, come down to this green line one more time, make a higher low, and then try to come back and push past this 100-day moving average, and then go up to higher prices. You do something like that, and guess what? You just bottom out. You bottom out, and you're changing the trend from downtrend to uptrend, where you're making higher lows, higher high, higher low, and higher high. I want to see something like that here for DGen, D-Agent AI. But we shall see, we shall see. It doesn't hurt to try to take a long here. I don't think it would hurt. You would put your stop loss. Put your stop loss below the candlewick low here on Friday. Oh, that was actually today. Today, Friday. This is a 1 hour time frame. Yeah, you could try to. I mean, we also have a red candle here, so maybe you could try to long right now. Put your stop loss below that candlewick low. If you get stopped out, I mean, it wasn't meant to be. But if you're trying to long this right now, and we do an Uno reverse and come up, maybe take partial profit at that 50 moving average, and then take maybe full profit at that 100 moving average, I think it'll be fine to make some money here. But on the 1 hour time frame, we had a long signal that came in like back on Monday, so we should be looking for longs here. I don't think it hurts to try to take a long right here, or maybe even wait a little bit longer to see if it comes down a little bit lower, and then put your stop loss right below the candlewick low. Who says, am I using MEXC? Yeah, MEXC is one of the cryptocurrency exchanges that I am affiliated with, and that I use to trade. I do MEXC and I use WEEX, and then I also use Coinbase, believe it or not, to do some futures trading, leverage trading. Robot Gold came into the chat here. Alright, let's see. DZ, what does DZ say? Yo, there is a 12-year-old girl who died from cancer. She's a Shiba bear named Asteroid, and her dying wish was for Elon Musk to name SpaceX rocket Asteroid. Elon said he'll see. Asteroid coin is now at $25 million market cap. Oh my god. Are you guys really? Someone really try to make a meme coin off of some little girl that died from cancer? Oh my god. They'll make a meme coin on anything. I mean, there's nothing that can stop them from doing it. But like, we're using a little girl's tragedy to try and make some money. I don't know if I like that. I don't like that. We could do anything else, you know. You know, it was kind of like, you know, we had like Peanut the Squirrel coin, which was a tragedy, where this guy had his squirrel, and I guess like law enforcement came in and tried to raid his house, and they took the squirrel, and then the squirrel died in custody, and then they named you know, a meme coin Peanut the Squirrel coin. Like, that was, you know, a tragedy in itself, but it was a little bit funny because it was called Peanut, you know, Peanut the Squirrel. But like, making meme coins off of like human tragedy and little kids dying or unalive, I don't know if I can even say that here on the stream, but making that's still, you're, if they made it into like a GoFundMe to, like, you know, maybe give money to the family, and then I support it. But like, now we're doing meme coins off of like little kids dying from cancer. That's a little too much. To be honest, I'm not sure if I want to get involved with that, unless the money was to go to the family. Drip video, thank you for following me here on TikTok. Appreciate that. What says it gives you 100,000 demo to play around. Made to 5 million with Rave after. So what is playing games here, DZ? What here on TikTok? He said that he put $100,000 of demo account money into Rave, and he turned his 100K into $5 million, which actually makes sense, because I think DZ said that he had $20,000 of actual money, and he almost bought Rave but didn't. And had he bought Rave, he would have been a millionaire by now with just $20,000. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my god. But like, Rave has done 100x. I mean, should we look at Rave? Is that the next coin that we're going to talk about again here? Why not? But like, Rave has already done like 100x. Going from like 25 cents to like $26, that's 100x. Yeah. And we've already hit a Fibonacci level. I drew the Fib level from like 20 cents was where I saw Rave at a week and a half ago. And now here we are at 26 bucks, but I had the $18.46 level because that was the level that we kind of topped out at, I believe on Tuesday or something around that time. And I just kept this Fibonacci just as guidance here for like upside targets, and we already hit the 1272. We did earlier tonight, and now we're heading up to 1618 at $29. I think $29 is where you can try to maybe, $29.72 is where we could try to enter a short on Rave. Now let's see, is Rave gonna calm down? Its RSI is overbought here on the 1 hour time frame. You're at 80 on the RSI. MACD is still showing buying pressure. If the blue line was start to curve down and we saw buying pressure die down, I would be interested in maybe taking a short, maybe. Just to know, like, when you're shorting the all-time high, although it makes a lot of sense, you can make a lot of money if you cash the all-time high, it's still a risky trade because we just don't know when the all-time high is going to be. You could get, stomped out as it creates another new all-time high. 1 hour time frame, you got a green buy down that came in 2 hours ago. Money flow's still in the green. I think Rave is still too strong to try and short right now. Is there any weakness on the 15-minute time frame? RSI 70, so still overbought, but showing a little bit of weakness. And then 15-minute time frame, the buying pressure is dying down. This is the beginning of seeing weakness in Rave right now. But the thing is, like, you can see buying pressure die down, and then it just starts increasing again. So you can't just stick to one indicator here. And then here on money flow, a red sell dot, and the red sell dot is in a very interesting area on the 15-minute time frame. You're above the overbought horizontal bars, these magenta colored bars here. Some might call it purple or pink, but anyways, you're above these purple pink bars here, and you got a sell dot that came above those bars. That is very overbought. You could try to entertain the idea of trying to enter a short because of that. And this red dot, where did it fire off at? Let's see. Move that up, move that up. This red dot came in literally at the top tonight, around like 7:30 my time. It's 8 o'clock right now, so about like 30 minutes ago, when this red dot fired off, saying that we should be thinking about trying to sell Rave, but I don't know. I like sticking to chart pattern formation here. I want to see maybe a rise back up to a double top here, or maybe spot like a lower high being formed, and then I would look for a short on Rave. DZ said asteroid on Discord. Okay. SA says rave short or long. I would not be trying to long it right now because it could drop on us at any moment here. And you're, I mean, you could try to long it and maybe it goes up to like 27, 28, 29 bucks here. We already spotted 29.72 as the target to get 1618 Fibonacci target. But I don't know how much can you get out of that. I think that's maybe like a 10% move. Maybe it's still worth getting into it. It's like a 13% move. But the thing about this, like, I mean, you can try to take it, you might be right, and maybe you don't get stopped out. But we already spotted here on the 1 hour time frame that we're overbought on the RSI. On the 15-minute time frame, buying pressure is dying down, and you got a red sell dot coming in, and also the RSI is coming down as well after being overbought. So I think, I mean, if I went to the 5-minute time frame, let's see, is there anything shown here for like a possible lower high? You could maybe say this is the lower high being formed right now. You could probably enter short and put a stop loss above this candle wick high, or maybe to be on the safer side above this all-time high at $28.35. I want to see more weakness here. Can we break below this 21 EMA, this white line? It looks like we're about to do that right now. Still got 2 more minutes before the candle closes here on the 5-minute time frame. If this candle closes below this white line, and then you see another candle close below the white line, that's how you know weakness is starting to show up here on Rave, and maybe Rave dumps down to this green line here, sitting at $23. $23.44. So when I'm day trading, guys, this is what I actually look for. I look at the moving averages. I try to play these moving averages. Let's say like I was already shorting Rave right now. I'd be probably taking partial profit here at the 21 EMA, move the stop loss to break even, and then I'd probably take more profit at this 50 moving average, and then take more profit at this 100 moving average here. So like take profit target 1, take profit target 2, take profit target number 3. Even a take profit target number 4 could be this 200 moving average line here on 5-minute time frame. And then I also like to see if there's any confluence by looking at the 15-minute time frame. I don't just stick to one time frame. I look at the 50-minute time frame, and I see this 21 EMA is at $23, and I think that was confluent with the 100 move or the 50 moving average. So the 50 moving average on the 5-minute is at $23.44, and then the 21 EMA is at 23 bucks. I'd be targeting $23 if I was in a short on Rave right now. Market cap 6 billion is crazy. Is that how much money is in Rave right now? Market cap wise? I mean, I gotta look at like market cap or something like that. Try to figure that out. Maybe I can get that off crypto bubbles. Yeah, look at that, 6.4 billion. Insane to the membrane. Trick says, what time does the new day start in crypto? The new day starts about 8 p.m. Eastern time. If that helps you. Like right now, 8 p.m. Eastern time is when the new daily candle starts for crypto. It actually starts at 12 o'clock midnight in England, if that makes sense to you. So at 12 o'clock in England, and, 12 o'clock in the morning in England is the time that we go off of on crypto. So the day starts at 12 o'clock in the morning in England, which is like 8 p.m. Eastern time, the East Coast guys in America. We got Matty Ghost showing up in the chat. Good to see Matty Ghost. Where have you been, Matty Ghost? We've been live for about, I think, an hour or two here. Been live for about an hour, I believe, yeah. Were you watching another live stream? I think Trade Intuition goes like live around this time. I know he pops in and out, but like me and him are now both live streaming at the same time. And I think now we're starting to get into Road Dog Crypto's time slot. And a few other guys. There's a bunch of guys that go live around this time. But I kind of get it. Like, you guys are all at work right now, getting done with work, getting done, finishing up eating dinner. And you come onto the live streams and we look at the cryptocurrency charts to figure out what cryptocurrencies can make us money in the weekend here. I think there's some altcoins we can try to get into. I was actually trying to long Siren earlier today. Has it really done anything? Maybe Siren could be worth getting into. Let's look at Siren on the 1 hour time frame. Look what Siren's doing. It's just flatlining, but ever so slightly making higher lows here. Ooh, look at the MEXC on the 1 hour time frame. MEXC crossover to the upside. Selling pressure dying off. Buying pressure starting to show up. Should we enter a long in Siren? I mean, it already had a brutal sell-off earlier while you guys were probably sleeping last night. It had a brutal sell-off. And if you were trying to long Siren, where would you put the stop loss? Probably a little here. Kind of look lows here. I wouldn't put it down here, especially if you do leverage trading, because you're risking a lot to try to stay in the trade there. But let's try to game plan Siren route right now. You can play the moving averages to the upside maybe, if you're a moving average guy, or you can use the VRVP indicator, see what levels are looking like up on the VRVP. Point of control right now is sitting right at 67 cents. That should be your support level for Siren at this moment. Looks like you got a little bit of high volume here at 4 cents. You can target that 200 moving average. And that's going to be confluent with the 83 cent level here on the high volume node for the VRVP indicator. But yeah, I mean, you could probably just take profit using the moving averages on the 1 hour time frame. So let's do that. Let's try to game plan this one out. I might do this on the stream with you guys. Should I get into a long on Siren? Oh, look now look at it. Now it's climbing up, right? We saw it at 70 cents when I first started looking at it. Now it's 70.5 cents. So let's see if we put that stop loss right below the candlewick low here. We'll be even conservative. Right below this candlewick low earlier this morning. We got as low as how low did we get? 0.0582 pennies. So maybe like 0.0582. 587 maybe, somewhere around there. 588 short. And then if we target that 50 moving hours on the 1 hour time frame, sitting on $1.07, you're risking 18% to try and get 50%. Risk reward ratio is 2.68. Nah, like at least 3. I want a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. I would have to move the stop loss tighter to make it better, but I don't know if I want to do that, because we could dip down, stop me out, and then come out and continue ripping higher. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that to myself and my psyche here. I would wait until we come down, maybe to the point of control. If we came down to the point of control, then I can move this. I can keep the stop loss, right below the candle low. And now look, the risk reward ratio is 4. So I just wait for this thing to come down to 68 pennies, and then try to enter the trade on Siren here. And you didn't have to move your stop loss. You keep the stop loss way below here, below the candlewick lows. And your risk reward ratio, instead of being like, 2.5, you can just wait for a better entry at this point of control, and now your risk reward ratio is 4.1. You didn't have to move the stop loss either. You're gonna get more gain for less loss, less potential loss here. Sometimes I feel like I need to listen to my own live streams before I trade, though. I'm pretty sure I give you guys some good advice, but I also need to listen to myself sometimes. Sometimes I go against my rules, or I go against, you know, because I'm anxious to get into a trade. Just like anybody, I'm a human being. I kind of want to get into a trade myself if I can, make some money. But patience helps. Being patient will help you get better entries and prevent you from messing things up with your stop losses. But yeah, being patient helps you get better entries. Matty Ghost, do you want to take a look at swarms? You said short MU yesterday, and I actually looked at it and it looked like a pretty decent short to get into. And then I was like, Matty Ghost, are you there? Because I kind of like this. And then I don't know, you just disappeared on us. Are you still in the chat, Matty Ghost? Put a 1 in the chat if you're still there. Sometimes I feel like you give me like these crypto tips, these stock tips. Then he just disappeared. Let's look at swarms real quick because you mentioned it. Swarms USD on Kraken. Sure, why not? On the daily time frame. I think I kind of want to look at this on a. I'll look at this on another exchange here. Yeah, I feel like MEXC usually has like some good trading volume on it. All right, so Swam has seen better days for sure. That's for sure. We're looking at the daily time frame here for swarms. What's going on here? Let me get rid of the beginning here. I think that's useful right now. But you had a short signal here, April 14th, and then the long signal came in today, Friday. Even though we went down 3% today, it still said long. Probably because we went up 32% on Thursday. Okay, all right. So you're telling us that we should short swarms? The daily time frame is telling us to go long using the DeluxeAlgo indicator. Let's see what the 1 hour indicator looks like. 1 hour time frame looks like. Maddie, you had a short signal here earlier, probably last night before you went to bed, but then this long signal just came on 6 a.m. my time. I'm not sure what time zone you're in, but 6 a.m. in Costa Rica, or that's about like 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time in the United States. And when I see something like this, it leads me to believe that I should probably lean towards long end. Price is coming down right now. If we just end up making a higher low, not going lower than this candle look low here, or this candle look low, it might actually make sense to try to long swarms. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Matty Ghost, about shorting swarms right now. Although you said what? Short it at 0.022? Oh, okay. Well, if you're waiting for higher prices, then I guess that kind of makes sense. But this is looking like a bull flag. Alright, and I think we're just going to launch up to higher prices after this. Trying to figure out how much higher could we go. We had some candle look highs here, back here in December. At, how high do we go? 0.017? No, we got higher than that, right? 0.0238. That's kind of close to like your target there for shorting. Let's see. I'm trying to look at the previous candle look highs. Looking left here. 0.021, 0.0216. So I can see why you try to target 0.022. It will put you above these candle look highs here. back in December of last year. So Menegos, you said short swarms. I'm curious why you said it. I think now is not the time to short it, but you did say 0.022, so I'm thinking you're probably anticipating that level to be the level that you want to enter a short. So yeah, maybe it doesn't hurt to try to do that. But I think it's going to take some time before we get to that level there. What was said, you tried patience, but bills need to be paid, and now you're broke. Oh no. Day trading shouldn't really be used to be paying bills. Day trading is one of those things where you're going to have a good week, you're going to have a good day, you might even have a good month, and then you might have a bad week, a bad month, and it might cancel everything that you gained the week before. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough business. It's like feast or famine. Sometimes what was working for you last week or even yesterday might not work for today, and you'll end up eating through the profits that you had yesterday or last week, and then you're back to break even again. And that's tough because you're supposed to be making money, right? You're supposed to be making profit, but if you're paying bills, you got to be making profit every week, every day. And sometimes you just don't get that with day trading. So you might want to try to look at something else for paying your bills. Day trading is kind of like almost like a fun hobby for most people. It's a way to, like, maybe you get lucky and you can make good enough money to go take your wife or girlfriend out for that weekend or something like that. Buy her something nice. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't have a wife or a girlfriend, but you're gonna take the money and put it as a down payment on a house maybe. But to have the pressure of trying to pay bills and trying to put a roof over your head, it's tough unless you're a really experienced day trader and you're on the charts and you're watching the charts, 24/7, or at least the time that you devote it. You can't just walk away from the chart and then hope that your take profit gets hit. Because you can walk away from the chart and then your stop loss gets hit. And then not only that, your stop loss get hit, you find a better price to get entered into. You get enter the trade at a better price, and then you're not around to actually enter it at a better price. And then you see that you missed out on buying the dip. So day trading is tough because you not only do you have to manage your psychological losses when you have them, but you also have to constantly be watching the charts. You have to treat it like a full-time job if you're going to make it a full-time job. Oh, well, this is probably going to blow it on the last day. Maybe, yeah. But guys, what's some cryptos you guys want to get into? I think meme coin is worth getting into if we're going to be bullish going through this weekend here. Let's see what River's doing. River looks like it's not really doing much right now. Oh, look at this. On the 4-hour chart, River clearly has gotten beaten down, but I'm seeing some bullish divergence showing up here on the 4-hour time frame. Let's just jump to the daily time frame. River is also at previous support here back in February, and sideways trading back here in October of last year. Did I just magically click on a coin that could possibly see some better days ahead of it? Let's go with the 1-hour time frame here. That's my normal day trading time frame that I like to get started off on. 1-hour time frame, low. I mean, you got a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. River's doing something interesting here, guys. It hasn't really done a run up yet. You could try to put a stop loss below one of these lows here. Very conservative below this low here on Wednesday. At $7.17. Maybe River might be worth taking a look at, guys. Maybe, I don't know. For a long. Let's look at the VRVP indicator. Kind of undervalued right now. Once you get past basically the 100-day moving average at 795, gap of the VRVP indicator, then there might be something here at the 200-day moving average. And you got your point of control sitting at 898. Okay. Let me go ahead and mark down on the chart here. 898. Oh wait, I just moved the chart. My VRVP indicator just changed on me. Yeah, let's see. 898 is what we said. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the VRVP indicator here because I just want to focus on moving averages here. Trying to game plan along here for River. Stop loss below. We'll put it below this low right here. 6% stop loss. I usually like my stop losses tighter than that. But let's see, we're going to target 897 maybe. This is like a swing trade, maybe like a swing trade leverage long. Risk reward ratio is 2.6. That's not too bad. You're risking about 6% to try and get like 17%. It's almost a 13. It's almost like a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. I think you could probably wait to see if River comes down a little bit lower in price here, maybe like 750 or 740. The risk reward ratio becomes a little bit better. Yeah, you get like 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. So I think if if River comes below this 21K on the 1 hour time frame, I'd be interested in trying to take a long on River. I don't got the time. I'm not going to be watching River. Maybe I'll watch it later on tonight. Maybe I set an alert to see if it does hit. But that's what I'd be looking for. Maybe River might be worth getting into for the patient investor here, the patient trader. What was this high and move are two highest gainers on your exchange? For Fun Money says, what do I think about Ethereum? Ethereum, I was trying to long Ethereum earlier this week myself on the day. Ethereum hit my target of 24.15, which was like a previous high on the daily time frame here. We're getting to the daily chart here for Ethereum. But yeah, we hit like 24.17 on Tuesday, and I was like, oh, 24.17 should be an area that we could try to long and take profit on Ethereum. I ended up getting stopped out. I got knocked out of the trade, so I didn't get back into it, but that was what I was trying to do, and sure enough, Ethereum did go up to 24.17. It's at 24.23 right now. We got up to like 24.66 earlier today. And I think just like Bitcoin, Ethereum is kind of like in a higher low, higher high uptrend, making kind of like a rising channel here. I'm not going to draw it out, but it's kind of doing like a rising parallel channel, which you can game plan to try to buy the bottom of the channel and then sell the top of the channel. But I think Ethereum is just marching its way up to this 1272 Fibonacci extension at 2522. Which is also a level that I marked here in the chart, because if we just scroll back, look left, look back at history, a lot of sideways trading action here at $2,500 when Ethereum was trading at here in May, June, and July of last year. All these people are they're still on the water. But when Ethereum gets up to like $2,500, they can be at break even. If they don't have the confidence and conviction that to be long-term investors in Ethereum, they might just sell at break even, and you could join them at 2,500. So I think Ethereum has like another $100 move up in price as of now, and then we'll see if it continues up to higher levels. There are other levels that I marked up like 27.45 and 28.23, and those are also previous support and resistance levels that Ethereum has made in the past here. So after 25, then comes 27. After 27 comes 28. Those are your take profit targets for Ethereum to the upside. Matty Ghost, where did you go? I was looking for you. You gave like a price target and an entry, and then you just disappear. Well, I appreciate you guys coming to the Meet Damien live stream. We've been live for about an hour and a half. I don't see any other requests besides Ethereum here. I think River might be worth entering along if it goes down just a little bit lower from where it is right now. There's probably some other altcoins out there worth getting into. I'll be scanning the charts later on tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll pump out some coins, some videos on some of these coins here. If you guys have any particular coin you want me to do for like a 2-minute, 3-minute price action analysis video, then yeah, go ahead and put it in the comments. You just go on like TikTok, for my TikTok guys. Just comment on one of my videos here, right? Not the ones with the pretty girls, but like ones like maybe like the Ray video, and just tell me like, you know, here the comments like what the next coin you want me to do. I'll do the next coin, whatever you guys
all
put
throughout this weekend,
comments.
guys. I'm gonna.
But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this live stream. I'm gonna try to scan the charts and figure out what the next trade I want to get into. And if you guys figure out what trade to get into and it's really good, by all means, go to the Meet Damien Discord server. Link's right over here on TikTok. But you can also go into the link here in the bio where it says Linktree, and click on the Linktree link, and then click on the Meet Damien Discord server link here. Free to join, and then you can come join me in the Discord and hopefully give me your idea for a cryptocurrency worth getting into. Usually we like to try to put that in the trade setups, so if I see something in trade setups, I'll try to take a look at it myself here. We have guys here that put up their trade setups, whether they're going to long or short, their entry, what levers they're using, and their take profits and stop losses. So if you guys have a cryptocurrency you think is worth sharing with the rest of the world here, with the Meet Damien community, by all means, let me know in the Meet Damien Discord server, which is a great way to stay in touch with me when I'm not live streaming here. Alright, so that's going to be it for this live stream, guys. I will, oh man, now Matty Ghost shows up. Matty says Pendle has been great in GWBI. Is that a crypto or a stock? But to be honest with you, Matty, let's just save that for the Discord, because I'm ready. I fell down a mountain earlier today. Got a little bit beat up. No scars, but some bruises. And I need a rest. I'm looking forward to this weekend, resting. 51st date, XRP. I actually did an XRP video on TikTok. Check it out here on TikTok, since you're on TikTok right now. If you scroll down to my videos here, I did a video on XRP. I think my target is like $1.60 for XRP. Okay, for the near-term target you're looking for. So yeah, go ahead and check out my videos, guys, and I'll try to pop out a few more tomorrow afternoon if I can. And usually Sunday's my day off, and then we'll be back at it again on Monday around this time, 8 p.m. Eastern time to 10 p.m. Eastern time. This is when you normally can catch me going live here. But yeah, really glad to see every one of you guys coming to the live stream. It's good to see some old faces. Good to see some new faces here too. And yeah, Tariq, yeah, I'm about to end the live stream here, but let's plan on looking at that maybe on Monday, or you can go onto the Meet Damien Discord and we can try to analyze that in the trade setups on the Meet Damien Discord. If you go to the Discord here, go to Meet Damien Discord server, and then click on the trade setups, and we'll take a look at what we got there for Near Protocol. Or if you want me to try to do a trade setup, you tell me, you know, whether it's a long or a short, and I'll give you an idea as like how I would long or short it. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I will see you on Monday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Take care and good luck trading in whatever asset you decide to get into. Take care, guys.